However,
no. I'm being real. I'm about to go there. Do I or did I at one time feel like I should have been rewarded with something? Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I have to understand the bigger science and the bigger psych to it all. Mm-hmm. It's bigger than me.
Yeah.
So I'm glad you said that because I had a talk with Marquise last night, and if you know who you are, it's not even about going, but if you are who you are, that's all that really matters.
That's all that matters.
You don't really need a title behind
what you said kind of to piggyback, when sometimes the companies hire from outside, they keep you as the board member or they keep you as the CEO. You're not the really person that runs the company. You're not the face of the brand. Mm-hmm. But they keep you there because you're the person that's going to keep everybody else in line to keep it moving.
Yeah, you're the link.
You're the link. You're the liaison. So without that link, you can't. The feng shui of it might not be good. Or you could be that cancer. You could be that person that completely keeps the feng shui not going correctly. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And sometimes you do that on purpose.
Yeah. I just had to, even from the first time I really understood ballroom, when I got acclimated to the scene, from my very first year in ballroom, that's just those grandeur ideas that you have when you're young. I was like, I'm going to be Father Milan one day, because it felt like the right thing. Mm-hmm. And I know, even early on, Kadon used to say to me, you sure this is what you want? I want to know where you want to be in life. Kadon is very stern on that.
Wait, Rob, sorry, Kiki.
Kiki,
Rob said, Marquise, you straight out of Zimbabwe. I'm not doing this.
Oh,
go ahead.
I got a 10.
I'm sorry.
But Kadon used to very impress upon me and ask me, where do you see Jacen in 10 years? What do you want to do? You sure this is what you want? You sure this is the path you want to take? And I didn't understand it, and I took it when I was younger. I took it as, watch the, he don't see me, he don't see me as father, and I knew that wasn't what it was, but he knows my mindset, he knows how I am career-wise, and he knows, he didn't want to blatantly ask me, are you going to be able to go to a ball and care about this, these things?
When you're 40.
Not when you're 40, when you're 25 and you're trying to break into your career. Mm-hmm. These are other things that you need to, be cognizant of. Mm-hmm. Because he took the route of
ballroom, if you really take ballroom serious, because, I'm a firm hater when people say, oh, well, ballroom's not real. It is very real, because you're spending your hard-earned money and time and dedication.
Millions of dollars.
And speaking of someone that went to prison and did a lot of stuff for ballroom and other stuff like that.
Prison? Give me my wallet.
Go ahead. It's very real, as y'all know, and I think that you kind of realize as you get older, like you waste a lot of time as well.
Yeah.
Yes, it is a waste of time.
You wasted. I've wasted a lot of time.
It is a waste of time, but it's not.
No. Listen to what I'm saying. I said I've wasted. I'm talking about myself, my experience. I have met people, and some of them in this room that want to be my family forever. That you make some hope for some people. You make some great
lifelong connections.
And it opens other doors to other things if you do utilize it correctly.
Right.
But it is also a lot of people that waste time, and they don't think that they can go beyond ballroom. Y'all know what I'm saying? And that's why they kind of get stuck in it. And you have
most of them.
Yeah, a lot.
But I will say, and you can attest to this because I'm quite sure you can. In the entertainment world that we're both in, ballroom kind of prepared me for entertainment.
We had to deal with
because it's the same.
It definitely did.
Thing.
And I don't like. I used to feel like certain things were a waste of time, but I really don't. I really believe in manifest destiny. Everything that my mother teaches me, that everything that I did at this point
prepared you
for the greatness that's to come. And it may not be the path that I want.
They said, hold on. They said y'all look like y'all about to sing the illest cover of a gospel song.
Don't I will break down and sing.
But everything.
Oh, but they do. They do. A lot of them is missing it. They don't want to get in touch with that.
I got a good song by Kiki Shared. It's called Free. Listen to it.
Let's hear it. Let's hear you do it.
No, I can't sing.
Speaking of which, you just met someone very biblical.
Oh my God.
Erica Campbell.
Oh my God. Let me tell y'all.
Go tell the people.
I love God.
You don't love God?
Let me tell you something. And after I hugged that lady and the
who did you hug? Tell the people.
Erica Campbell. Oh my God, her spirit is a true fit. Is a true when you can feel somebody's spirit and they soul. Oh my God, I didn't even want to let her go. I broke down in tears because it was soothing. It was like, oh my God, I can't even describe that. It was everything.
Oh, and
it made my day. It was just like, oh my God, she was probably looking at me like, what is wrong with this lady?
But
you know, I think I needed that at that point in time.
Mm-hmm.
Because it came right in, it just came right in, and it was just so awesome. Oh my God.
Nothing's worse than
my
getting
God.
cussed out by Mercedes because you do Leandria's makeup.
And do not
and
call
I did
me
not call and tell
to
her
do
what
her
she
hair.
read me.
Baby.
Ooh.
That's my, I love her.
Angela's crazy.
She goes crazy. She goes crazy. She
Yeah.
give it just exactly what it needs.
No,
crazy
crazy is
Catherine?
good.
Yes, she delivers
She-
it how
no,
it needs
she-
to be delivered.
She
And
delivers
some
so
of these
everybody
people
can feel it.
need- that's
So
right.
everybody-
Her
People
and
be needing
Fantasia
that.
will sing. They can sing the
They
album.
be needing all that.
Yes, they can.
They do.
Yes.
You better talk about
Yes,
it.
God.
Okay, I got a good experience for each of you. When did you realize God was real?
This is for me.
Each of you.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna go first.
Yeah, go ahead.
It happened just last year. I was at church
Just last year.
just last year. I always believe, I always went to church my whole life. But this made me really, it might be so stupid what I'm about to say, but to me this made me feel like, okay, this is a real thing that's going on. I was at church, my pastor was walking around, she was tapping people in the back of their head. You know how they do it, bam, bam, bam. She tapped me, I fell to the ground, and I felt nothing. My head didn't hurt, my back didn't hurt. It just felt like a sensation just came across me and just laid me on the ground like a baby. And I just got up. And right there made me feel like this is a real thing that's going on, that people need to understand that it's good and evil in the world.
What did you feel in the midst of that?
I nothing. It was just like everything took over my body. Like I felt like I was somewhere else. I didn't have no feeling. You know, you get pushed to the ground from your forehead, you hit the ground, you should have a knot or something. I had nothing. I just lay there and got up, and it was just like nothing ever happened. Like it just was like a feeling of just me being absent from my body at the moment.
That was the hand healing church.
I ain't gonna say right here, but now why you hitting me up about what you told me upstairs? I'm not doing this right now, but go on.
Oh, you next.
Me. When did I know God was real? I don't know. I've always been raised in a spiritual household, and well, I'm just gonna share some personal experience with you all. I come from a household where both my parents and my step parents are recovering drug and alcoholics. Yeah,
In the back.
that crack, generation, and I knew that God was real because he delivered my mother from where she was to be able to for us to live a great life. And I know, I have I have 4 younger siblings, but the 2 youngest of them, they kind of don't understand because they were born into the newer side of my mother.
Right.
But I remember those days of living in the projects, stepping over roaches and eating bologna sandwiches, to now my mother having a nice home, her own business, and my little brother's not even feeling the backlash of that, and the fact that the Lord was able to deliver them from drug and alcohol abuse to such a great life. Not even together, just separately, to such a great life that their generations to come won't feel the effects of it. I know that there's a higher power.
Talk about it. Talk about he is awesome.
For me, there's so many times I used to and I grew up in a home that was like, my mother wasn't like super duper religious, but we definitely went to church. She kept me involved with the church, all of that. And I kind of feel like I didn't really understand God and why God would put me in certain situations, and why, I would ask God, like God, why? Why would you do this to me? Why? And I feel like, to be honest, I didn't realize how real God was until my last time of incarceration. And I remember sitting in that cell, and when I sat in that cell, I said to myself, God, if you could just get me out of this, if you could just get me out of this and just let me go home and just let me just become anew and just be a better person, be a better brother, be a better son, be a better, whatever I'm going to be better at, can I just please be those better things? And when I went to court and they dropped the charges and I was able to come out, I knew that then that was God basically okay, Jacen, this is your chance. And you don't fuck up. There might be some hiccups along the way, and if you hiccup along the way, I'm going to be there for you. But you can't go back to this place. And I look at that now, 2007, it's now 2016, and it's wow.
You better know it.
Like, wow. And I also feel like how I know that like God is real. I went through a situation recently, guys, where I was, dating or talking to somebody, and he legitimately was a piece of trash. And I'm glad I caught on to it early. But despite him being a piece of trash, it was a reason why I always feel like God brings certain people in your life. And though I could have been nasty, and though I could have been rude and brash, and all those things that I am, I wasn't. I was still helpful. I was still nice. I still made sure that, he got where he needed to go and did what he needed to do for him. And then ultimately, I look back over the 2 weeks after I kind of cut ties with him and look at how God has just continued to bless me. Because deep down inside, I was that person that he needed at the moment. So God used me to do what I had to do,
right.
And he moved on.
And God will use you.
Let me tell y'all better know it. Darling, for me, oh my God. Listen,
Come on, Erica.